Let's create this cute stylized camera robot, and if you just started Blender and need some help understanding the basics, check out my free starter course. The link is in the description. You just sign up on my website. It's 100% free, it takes 1 to 2 hours to complete, and then you'll have so much easier time going through the tutorials. So let's jump into empty Blender scene, and I will select the cube and not delete it. Let's just press G then Z and push it up. We'll use it a little bit later. So let's press Shift A and let's add cylinder. And now tab into the edit mode, press S then Z and scale it down like this. I want to create the wheel first. So let's tab out and press R then Y and 90 to rotate 90 degrees. And let's figure out the size first. So I'll press S to scale this down, and you can see these squares, these are 2 meters across. So something like this. So the robot itself will be like half meter. So let's look from the side and let's press G then Z to push it up like this. Now let's select the cube, press G then Z, move it down here. And let's press S to make it smaller. And do something like this. Maybe we can go even smaller. And let's push it down like this. And now tap into the edit mode, enable X-ray view. Let's select the bottom and scale it towards the wheel. So we get roughly this shape. And now select the top, press G then Z and move it down like this. And finally, let's press A to select all and S then Y to scale on Y-axis. I want this to be, a little bit longer. I really like this shape. So let's now select the top 4 vertices, hold Shift S, snap cursor to select it. Now let's tab out and let's press Shift A and add a plane. So right now we are kind of in the blocking out stage. So I want to define the shape of the bot. So scale this down and press E to extrude and S to scale it down like this. Now press 3, select the top face. And press Shift D to duplicate and P enter to separate. And now tab out, select that new object. You can click a few times to click through the objects that overlap each other. Now tab into the edit mode, press A and S to scale this down like that, and E to extrude. And now S then Y to scale on Y-axis. Now let's press 2 for edge select. Select this edge, hold Shift, select the other one, and press Ctrl B to bevel. And now increase number of cuts with the mouse wheel. And if it overlaps, just hit C to clamp this down and confirm. And finally, let's hold Shift, right click here, tab out, let's press Shift A, add a plane, tab in, scale this down, and R, then Y and 90 to rotate 90 degrees. I want this to look like it has a tape or something on the side. So press E to extrude. And now with the edge select active, Ctrl and Alt, and select this edge to select all of these, press Ctrl B and create the bevel like this. Now we can tab out, press G then X and move it out a little bit like that. And now select this, and I think it's a little bit too wide, so let's make it more narrow on the X-axis. Now 3 for face select, select the front face, hold Shift S cursor to select it, tab out and let's press Shift A and let's add a circle. Tab into the edit mode and press S to scale it down like this. Press 1 so we better see the vertices. And now R, then X and 90 degrees. Let's confirm. Maybe a little bit smaller. And now press E, then Y to extrude and F to fill. Maybe we can go a little bit closer here. And finally here I want to have like microphone or something. So hold Shift, right click there, tab out, and let's press Shift A and we'll add a cylinder again. But now here I want to modify this to something like 24 vertices. Tab into the edit mode, scale it down. Press R, then X and 90 to rotate 90 degrees. And let's make it even smaller. And then scale on Y-axis like this, maybe a little bit larger. And finally, we can select the front, press Shift D and then Y to move this back a little bit, and S to scale and E to extrude. Okay. Now tab out, press G then X and move it outside a little bit. And finally, let's hold Shift S cursor to select it so it snaps there. And let's press Shift A and we'll add a cube here, tab into the edit mode, scale it down like this. Now 2 for edge select, select these 2 edges and press Ctrl B to bevel them with the clamp on. And finally, let's look from the front by pressing 1 on a numpad, and now press 1 for vertex select, select these 2 and hold Ctrl Alt and Shift S to create a slant like that, and press G then X and push it here. Okay, And finally, we can do the same thing from the side on the lens. So press 3 on a numpad, tab into the edit mode, select this, tab in and select all the vertices in the back, Control Alt Shift and S, and do something like this here. Now let's continue here in the bottom. So tab out, select this, tab into the edit mode, and let's just select all the vertices at the bottom, hold Shift S, snap there, tab out, and let's press Shift A, and again we'll add a plane. Tab in, press R, then Y and 90 to rotate 90 degrees. Now G and Z and -1, so we move downwards. Now that's because I want the origin point to be there, so I can tab out and scale this down like this. Let's look from the side here, something like that will be fine. And let's press G then X and move it near the wheel here. And now just tab back in, select these two vertices. Let's look from the side by pressing 3 on a numpad and then S to scale. And I'm trying to match this angle right here. And finally select these, Ctrl Shift B to create a vertex bevel. And now press A and E to extrude like this. And finally we'll add a mirror modifier. And let's choose the main body as the center. And now let's refine the shape. So we can turn off the X-ray view, tab out, let's select this, tab into the edit mode, and now press 2 for edge select, Control Alt and click this edge. So we select all of these around and press Control B to bevel like that. And here we can increase number of cuts, so it's nice and smooth. And now Alt click this one, hold Alt and Shift, select the other one, and press Control B and reduce the number of cuts with the mouse wheel like this. And if you're ready to dive deeper in Blender, also check out my other courses where in addition to the step-by-step instructions, you also get full in-depth explanation of all the tools and all the steps, and you learn everything from simple low poly design all the way to full character illustration, textured environments, and with the latest one, full car modeling and animation. So if you're interested, please check out the link in the description. And now let's refine some of these other shapes. So tab here, and here I want to do the same thing. And now I want to keep this angle as well here. So tab into edit mode, first let's press A and M and merge by distance. So we remove any overlapping vertices. And now select everything on the side here. Enable X mirroring, press 1 for vertex select, Control Alt Shift and S. And let's do a shape like this here. And press G then X and move it inside. Okay, now let's tab out. I want to bevel this, so select both, tab into the edit mode, press A twice to deselect everything, and now press 2 for edge select, and here we'll just hold Alt key and select this loop right here. If you want to see how this looks, enable X-ray view, and now hold Alt and Shift and add these loops to the selection, here in the back as well, and these two as well, and now press Ctrl B and create this kind of bevel. Tab out and disable X-ray view, so we have something like this here. Now let's select the lens and let's just add a little bit of structure there. So tab into the edit mode, press Ctrl R, press E to make this even, and then F to flip it and move it somewhere here. Now press Ctrl B to bevel like this, and Alt E and extrude along normals. Now press 3 for face select, select the front face, I to inset and E to extrude. And now press Shift D, right click to release, and press P and enter to separate to a new object, tab out, select it, tab in, press A and G then Y to move it towards the front. And now we can press I to inset, G then Y to move it towards the front, and Control B to bevel like this. Now let's add a little bit of bevel down here as well. So tab out. First of all, let's press A, then S, then Y, and make it a little bit smaller like this. Now 2 for edge select. Now let's select this, hold Control and go like this until you select the whole loop, and press Control B to bevel and reduce number of cuts with the mouse wheel like this. And finally, let's take care of the wheel shape. So here, let's tab in, press 2 for edge select, Alt click this loop, hold Alt and Shift, select the other one, press Control B to bevel. And now I want to create like ridges here, so press Ctrl R, increase number of cuts with the mouse wheel to 3, and Ctrl B to bevel. Let's do something like this, and then S then X and scale it up. And now Alt E and extrude along normals, just like this. Okay. And finally, let's add a little bit of finer detail here on the lens. So tab into the edit mode, press 3, Alt click here, and now I to inset and I again to enable individual inset. and press Alt E and extrude along normals outside like this. Okay, I really like that. So now select the microphone here, and I want to make this a little bit more round in the front. So press Ctrl B to bevel and increase number of cuts with the mouse wheel to something like this. Okay, let's tab out, and finally let's add some bevel modifiers. So select the main body and let's add that bevel modifier, increase number of segments and reduce the amount until you get something like this. Now enable harden normals and switch this to arc, right click and shade smooth. Another thing, let's just select everything, press Ctrl A and apply the scale, and you can see how the bevel changed. So the scale was really off, so let's do the amount again, something like 0.002, and now I'll just select everything with this one as yellow and click here and copy to select it. That transferred that bevel modifier everywhere, so we can right click and shade smooth. Now let's check if the bevel modifier works everywhere, and here we can see a shading problem because we need to merge vertices. So press A, M and merge by distance, and now you can see we removed some double geometry there. And finally, let's enable face orientation so we can see our normals, and this is flipped, so let's select both of those, tab into the edit mode, press A and Shift N to recalculate normals. Now that's basically the bulk of the modeling. Now select this, hold Shift S, snap cursor toward origin, and right click and set origin to 3D cursor because I want to move this around that point right there. And now select everything else, press Ctrl P and parent to object. So now this will be by default rotating around this on the wheel, which is exactly what we want. So let's press Shift A, add a plane, tab in, scale it up a little bit, and now hit 0 for the camera view and for the side panel, and we can enable camera to view and just go closer like this, so we have a nice shot there. And now normally I would end the tutorial here because this already took quite some time, and as you can see I'm moving quite fast because this is a little bit more work for like a single short YouTube tutorial that I'm used to do. But I want to show you a super cool feature of Blender 5.2. There are new materials here, so we'll just go ahead and add a few materials. So let's go into the render settings. I will enable ray tracing so we have a nicer preview for Eevee, and now go to the cycles, enable GPU if you have one, of course. I will enable denoising and GPU denoising, and Ctrl B to limit the preview only for camera bounce. Now I left the original light in the scene here, so let's select it, press X and delete, and let's press Shift A and let's add a new one. Let's add an area light, press G then Z, move it up here and make it larger. We'll create like a large soft overhead light, and let's go look from the camera and hold Z to enable rendered preview. I think this is quite large, so let's make it a little bit smaller. And now if you expand the new window here and go to the asset browser, you can find the essentials library here, which comes with Blender right now. And in the materials section there are all of these new materials, and some of these will have a cloud icon. I think I already downloaded them, but if you go to the models, this is how it looks like. So if you see something like that, just click to download. And now there are only a handful of those, but they are really powerful and have a lot of great settings. So first, for example, you can use the glass and just drop it here. And now if you go to the materials option, you can see you cannot change any settings. You need to click here to unpack these assets. So anytime you use something from this library, just unpack it if you want to change something. And you can see you have a nice glass material. But I want to add the solidify modifier here like this and move it above the bevel modifier. And finally, let's make it red just like that, maybe a little bit darker. And now let's press Shift A, add a point light, press G then Z and move it up here. And we can make the light a little bit larger like this and drop it down here. And you will get this nice effect, and you can increase roughness if you want this to be, you know, a little bit more murky under the glass. And finally, we can use something like brushed metal here on this thing. But the brushed metal, since it's pattern, it relies on UV mapping. So let's just change this to UV editor here for now. And let's just select everything here and unwrap everything, and that's simply because I want to match the sizing of these UV maps. So let's tab in, press A to select all, U, and I will just use the smart UV project here, just so we have some basic UV map. Let's tab out now, and we can just go back to the asset browser and continue with our materials. Now you can see this looks much better. And I want to use the same material for the side here. You can just pick this from material list once it's in your scene. And here I want to use the plastic material. For this, let's detach it and let's reduce the saturation. I want to make this white, reduce the roughness, and reduce the subsurface a little bit. And finally, we can use the same plastic on this one, just duplicate it and make it dark. Okay, just like that. And there's one cool trick here. We can tap into the edit mode. I will just deselect everything, hit L to select this, press Shift D, right click and P enter to separate this as a new object. Let's select it and I will remove this material, and there's a mesh fabric material. So let's just select this, hide it so it doesn't get in the way, and let's drop the fabric here and you can see the nice mesh it will create. And now if I press Alt H to unhide the original, and now select this, tab into the edit mode and Alt S to make it a little bit larger. You will see how this works really nicely for the microphone. And let's select the lens here. I will use the glass, but duplicate it and reduce the saturation and increase the brightness. And I will use the same dark plastic material for the wheel and same bright plastic material for this. Okay, and finally there are worlds section. These are HDRIs. Again, they come with Blender, so you can just drop anything here and you will have a nice lighting in your scene. And we can add some key light right there. So let's press Shift A, add an area light, and I will switch this to 3D cursor and just rotate it to the side, make it smaller. And you can see now those nice reflections here, and we can play with the power. And finally, let's drop some material on the ground here, something like a concrete. And here, of course, we can detach it and play with the scale. So we'll get this nice detail here. Finally, in the render settings, let's switch this to, for example, ACES for a little bit more color dynamic range, and I'll reduce the gamma. Okay, so that's it for the cute little robot today. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave that like. And YouTube tells me a lot of you who watch are not subscribed, so if you want to keep me making these, please hit that subscribe as well. Thank you all for watching and have a wonderful day.